Hey everyone, thank God it's Friday. We here at FCBC's Comedy Cafe feel that in the midst of all the trying troubles and times we're going through, one of the best things we can keep going forward is the gift of laughter. It comes from God, and we're going to share what we have with you. We're going to be doing this once a week from now until the cows come home. So please, join us, get ready to laugh, and prepare for a really good time. The Comedy Cafe, we believe in laughter. See you later. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Comedy Cafe.
Coming to the stage, very funny dude. You seen him on Laughs Mobs, We've Got Next. You seen him on Who's Got Jokes. Y'all put your hands together right now. Start clapping right now. Get it up for my man, Boogie B.
What up, y'all? Y'all good? Yeah, New Orleans in the building. Let's have a little fun, man. Let's have a little fun. First off, they told me this was going to be at a church. I pulled up. I said, this ain't no church. This is an edifice. What is this? This is huge. I'm from New Orleans. I grew up in a Southern Baptist church. You know, they be small. They don't got no mega churches. Now, when I grew up, our church was so small, we ain't even have pews. We just sat Indian style around the pastor. You ain't know whether to pray or tell a ghost story. You ain't know what to do. I thought this was the church. They were like, no, the other one is the church. I was like, what? Y'all need to let my church use this church every Sunday so we can have a nice little space. We all up on each other. I live in L.A., boy. Y'all need to tell people when they move to L.A. because I don't have a home church in L.A., so I try to pop up at different churches. And you know, when you new at a church, you don't know what time they church start. So I'm always late and new at the church. That's the worst thing you could be, late and new. The pastor ain't never seen you. You don't want the pastor to have never seen you because the pastor's scanning the room. You can believe that. That's why they say any visitors, I come right to the front. I'm like, I ain't even ashamed no more. I done did it so many times. I don't even care. I'm like, right here, what y'all need me to do? What y'all want me to go in the back? I'll go in the back. I don't even be tripping. I go right up to the front. I ain't ashamed. I'm just here to get my word. I ain't ashamed of getting my word now. I don't care what church I got to go to. The only thing I don't like is when the pastor be looking at me too much. Because I done came in late. Now I done refocused his energy. He right on me the whole time. He right at me. I'm looking, I'm getting nervous because I feel like he eyeballing me. I'm like, why is this pastor looking at me? All these people in here, he looking right at me. That last time he did it, I just stood up and told on somebody because I was nervous. I was like, Pastor, I hate to interrupt you, but he got weed on him. Let's talk about somebody else. He need a healing, too. Let's talk about him. You making me nervous. Stop looking at me, man. Pastors always try to quiz you when you're new, too. I can tell they be quizzing you. This is what they hit you with. Saints, turn your Bibles over to John and say amen when you got it. He trying to see who can't find John. He looking right at me. He think I can't find John. I ain't no heathen. I can find John, Matthew, Mark, Luke. Amen, Pastor. Who need help? Because he looking right at me. Anybody need help? I'm trying to show him I'm a part of this church. Anybody need help? He see me showing off. This is how I know the pastor be having a sense of humor. Because the pastor going to see me showing off. He say, very good, saints. Now the next word is going to come from, and I want y'all to turn y'all books over to Amos and say amen when you got it. I'm like, Amos? Famous Amos? Is he in this book? I thought he made cookies. I couldn't find Amos nowhere. Some of y'all ain't laughing because you don't know Amos exists. It's a real book in the Bible. Trust me, it is. Tell them, sisters on the usher board. Tell them. That's a real book, 2 pages long. That's all it is. You know how tough it is to find 2 pages in that Bible? I'm trying to look at the old lady Bible next to me. She done covered it, hers. You should have read your word, young man. I said, look how you hating in church. Let me see that book. You see this man looking at me. You got to be careful with church folks, because sometimes when you go to a new church, church folks, now I don't know if y'all church folks or not, but I'm going to say it in general, church folks be judgmental. So when you show up new, they judging, they watching, they looking, they seeing, they all in people business. I walked in this church called One Church over on La Brea. Y'all heard of that? It's a real church. It's called One Church. I walked into the lobby. I see it. Soon as I hit the door, it wasn't number two old ladies in there. One of the old ladies telling the other old lady, look at Sister Brown with that brand new Bible. You could tell she don't use it. She don't read no word. Look at the Bible. She ain't touched it. I looked at my Bible. I started backing up out the church. I was like, uh-oh. I said, they judging Bibles in here. I took my Bible and put it in the parking lot and ran it over with the car 2 times. Boop, 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 boop. Came back in there like, ooh. As you can see, I do this now. Don't judge me. Look at me. I ain't with Sister Brown. Look at this. You got a dusty book with me. I got a dusty one. They judging Bibles. Is y'all pastor one of them turn to your neighbors and tell them something? Y'all, they do that? I went to the one church, and this pastor was a turn to your neighbor pastor, but he kept doing it, and he'll forget he done did it. So now he done said too much stuff to tell your neighbor, because he done forgot. He said, saints, turn to your neighbor and tell him it's going to be all right in the morning. If you walking through the valley of the shadow of death, the Lord has your back, and you don't have to fear no evil. Turn to your neighbor and tell. I'm like, Pastor, did you write it down? Because it'll be easier if I give it to him, because I can't remember all that, what you just said. I ain't going to be able to tell them all that. I can tell them the beginning of it. I can tell them the first part. You done said too much stuff. I be finding some weird pastors, man. Everybody ain't called to be no pastor. I done went to a church and one pastor talked about what he was going to do and ain't never do it. He just preached. He was so cocky. He just was telling us about the word that he was about to deliver and how much it was going to save our souls, and he ain't never delivered a word. He was up there, and he was like, oh, I'm about to preach this Sunday. Oh, I'm about to save some souls. Some of y'all gonna want to leave. I'm about to touch you. I'm about to make you feel this power. I'm about to make you feel the power of the Lord. You ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready. The doors of the church are open. What about the words you was about to give? Where that's at? You ain't even say nothing from the book. You just left the book up there. You running all around. You ain't even go back to the book. It was funny when I saw it. I was sitting in the church going, that's my church laugh. Do a little, you don't want to laugh too hard in church because people get offended. Y'all need to tell people when they move from the South how this is up here. It's crazy up here in L.A. The money, I don't know what y'all got in y'all bank accounts. What y'all got, euros? What y'all spending? Now, my dollars ain't transferred the same like in New Orleans. In New Orleans, I had money a little bit. Like, I was all right in New Orleans. I was good. Let me tell you what I was working with. I was staying in a 2-bedroom townhouse, upstairs and downstairs. I ain't had nobody else living with me, just me. I had 2 bathrooms and a kitchen nook. Some of you saints don't even know what a kitchen nook is. I had one in the crib. $635 a month. Yeah, I was eating. In New Orleans, that was like a big deal if you paid $635 by yourself. It was people walking by me like, there you go right there, Sister Brown. I heard he paid $635. It was like a rumor, and then you get cocky when you got a little money. Go ahead. Go ahead. Y'all stay on my business now. Don't do me like that. Don't do me like that. I had money. I came to LA with that same 635. I say, I'm going to stack two of the 635s up. Go ahead, hit them with that first and last. Get right on my comedy grind. That's what I was going to do. I had it all mapped out. When I got out here, I was ready to move in. I went to the leasing office right out the gate. I ain't even check no prices because I had the money on me. I came in the office with the money. They say, so you looking for the one bedroom? Sit on down. I said, yeah, I'm ready to move in today. Do y'all got them ready today? Because I'm ready to go ahead and get in there because I got stuff to do. I got the 635s on me. She didn't know what she didn't know what I was talking about. She was like, that's a good score. You'll probably get it. I was like, score? I just, you know, when you don't understand something, you just disregard it like you ain't hear it. I just disregarded. I just kept going. I was like, yeah, so I'm ready to go ahead and move in. Let me get the one bedroom. I'm just ready to go. She was like, oh, okay, you want the one bedroom. Cool. All right. So the one bedroom, we got two of them left. We're going to get you in this one. This one is a good one. It don't have no neighbors. It's going to be $18.25 a month. I was like, oh, okay, so y'all running a little special. Okay, well, I probably get two of them then. You know what I mean? Because I ain't know y'all were going to be letting them go for so cheap. You know, I got the money on me. I'm going to just give you two of these 20s, and y'all give me two of them because I don't even worry about none of that. I get that right out the gate. I ain't know y'all had a special. She said, no, sir. That's hilarious. You said the one bedroom, right? I said, yeah. She said, no, it's $1,825 a month. I was like, every month? I said, so hold up. You telling me that you want $1,825 today, and in 30 days, you want $1,800 more dollars? She said, no, sir. Today, we need $3,650 for the move-in. When she said that, it touched my soul. I jumped back. Ooh. I said, $3,650. I said, all right, let's talk about this now. $3,650. Because I might have it in the account. But if I give it to you today, when you get ready to come to get your $1,825, you ain't gonna have to worry about getting it. I'm gonna be in the apartment dead. I'm gonna be done starved to death with no clothes, hole in my rib cages, no furniture, no food. How is I'm supposed to make it if I give you $3,600 today? I said, well, look, how about I give you $500 and you let me stay there with no electricity? It don't work like that. I said, well, look, how about I give you $600 and you keep the key? You just let me in and out when I come. This still your crib now. You got the key. You just open it and say, go on in, take your little shower and a nap. And then I get back on out there. Ain't no way I can afford these type of prices coming from the South. I'm from the deep South. I'm from the slow Southern South. I like stuff easy, simple. I like my words as short as I could get them. I don't like to use the whole word. I don't like to think when I talk. I just like to say stuff. I just know how to say it. I don't know how y'all talk. I talk to a white person. Now, you know New Orleans was 85% black folks. So I know us. I don't know them. I ain't never went to a white person's house and ate nothing. I don't even know a white person well enough for them to invite me to the house. My entire life, after Hurricane Katrina, white women were taking me home like a stray puppy. I was evacuated to these cities. I was in Washington, D.C., evacuated. The white ladies was running up to me, oh my God, you're from New Orleans. Hey, come home with us. I got something for you. Come home with us. I was like, well, I appreciate this, white woman. This ain't no setup, is it? You know, in the South, this is the beginning of a slave movie right here. Come on over, you ain't never leaving. You about to get that you about to get that You ain't gonna make it back. I ain't trust them. The South, they don't hang with us like they hang with y'all out here. It's separate in the South, man. It's still equal, but it's very different. They don't come to our churches. We don't go to their churches. We let everybody do their own thing. This is what I don't like. I asked a white person the time the other day. It threw me for a loop. Because, you know, they talk different from us. They always trying to do something difficult. I'm from the South. I don't know it's difficult. I know it's simple. I said, my man, what time is it? I left my phone in the car. He in a rush. It's 1:15. I was like, 1/4 to what? What is it? What hour is it? I told you I left the phone in the car. Is it 2 or 3 or 4? Now I'm standing there. I'm standing there confused. He done walked off. Now I'm standing there going, okay, so it's 1/4 till. So 1/4 till, quarter, so it's 60 minutes in an hour. 25 cents in a quarter. So 60 minus 25. I'm like, man, what time is 1/4 till, man? What does that mean? Is it 1/4 till, 1/4 till? I was like, why do white people tell you the time in monetary units? Black people don't do that to you. They'll tell you 6:45, player, 6:15, player. How was I supposed to know? I had to call my mama. I was like, Mom, what time is 1/4 till? She said, son, now you grown. You supposed to know this. You know your mama trying to console you with it a little bit. But she gonna tell you, she gonna teach you. She was like, now when you're talking about time, 1/4 is 15 because there's 4 15s in an hour. I was like, what? I said, that's why I love you, mama. You smart. I said, man, I knew who to call. All my life, 1/4 of them been 25. All of a sudden, when we talking about time, it's 15. Who knew? She said, now you try it. I said, cool. All right, you asked me the time now, Ma. She said, what time is it? I said, it's about 2 to 3. She said, try again, son. I looked at the watch. I said, what about, it's about a 50-cent piece to 5. How many times do a 50-cent piece work into it? She said, try again, son. I said, well, if you black, maybe you could say what time it would be if it's like a food stamp to 7. Is that the same as a whole dollar when you talk about time? Because in food stamps, it ain't a whole dollar. I don't know. Just tell me the time in time. Don't tell it to me like that. You know, New Orleans getting gentrified now. After Katrina, they got a lot of white folks now. But it's still a dangerous city. Don't make no mistake. When you go to New Orleans, keep your head on a swivel. It's just one of them trust me when I tell you this now. Take my advice. They got some killers down there. I know they was killers because I knew almost all the killers when I was down there. But the gangster life ain't for everybody. Let me tell you how the Lord will guide you. I'm 19 years old. I took $100. My last $100, I went and bought a pistol. I was going to rob somebody. I was going to rob a drug dealer, though, so it ain't a sin. You know what I mean? I'm still a good kid. I was raised in the church. So I'm going to rob me, the drug dealer. I got the little pistol for $100, and I'm walking to where I know he sell the dope at, and I had my little mask, and I know he wasn't going to know it was me because I ain't no criminal. So when I'm headed his way, before I could get there, somebody robbed me and took the pistol. I just walked into the church. I was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and get my life back right with God. That wasn't even no gangster that took that pistol. That was the Lord that took that one. That's how the Lord will steer you, you know what I mean? I went to New Orleans last time. I got robbed by a white person. I couldn't believe it. First off, they talk different. They ain't equipped to be robbing no black folks. We don't know what you're talking about. He pulled a pistol out. He was like, give me your billfold. I was like, what is a billfold, man? I said, do I got one on me? I said, look, man, I'm going to give you the bills, but I'll be damned if I'm going to fold them. You're going to have to shoot me. I don't know what you're talking about. Tell me run my pockets like the last dude. I'm going to leave on this one. I came to L.A. thinking that everybody was going to be rich. I thought it was going to be all rich people. I thought the women out here was going to have high standards for dudes. I thought it was going to be a whole bunch of rich women, and they want rich guys. And I thought if you wasn't rich, they're going to be on that Beyonce stuff. You know, you remember Beyonce had the movement of independence going on amongst women. She had the song that said, to the left, to the left. Everything you own in a box to the left. She said, I can have another you in a minute. Matter of fact, he'll be here in a minute. Y'all remember that song? Called Irreplaceable. Yeah, Beyonce had regular women thinking you could pack Boogie B stuff up and put it to the left. I'm going to just come home, get it, and go. You don't think you're going to have no altercation on your hands on my way out? You think the other dude gonna pull up, I'ma high five him, he gonna go lay down. That's what you think? First off, I'm from the South. We don't break up in the South. Ain't nobody going nowhere. What? You wanna split up? You better split up these bills. Ain't nobody going nowhere. Lay down, stop crying, it'll be all right. Why you putting my stuff to the left, I'm gonna be sitting on your steps, I got the song too, it sounds like this. On your steps. When you come home, I'll be on your steps. Or in your closet when you wake up. If you think I'm playing, then call my bluff. You must don't know about me, I'll be stalking you in a minute. Matter of fact, I'll be back in a minute, baby. Go ahead and get gone. See, won't I call and breathe on your phone? Oops, I bet you thought I would let you go, but I ain't leaving until you broke. Keep talking that lip to me. Change the locks and I'ma steal your keys. Standing in your front yard asking you, what you finna do? Talking about you leaving, girl, I'm coming too. All right, man, y'all on Instagram, follow me at Comedian Boogie B. I appreciate y'all time. I love y'all. God bless.
Coming to the stage out of Chicago. Please put your hands together right now. Start clapping for my dude right now. My man, Barry Brewer.
How y'all doing? Good to see you. Good. I feel like y'all like, whoa, and then it just stopped. It just went away real fast. Like, all right, now, come on, I got to get home. How y'all doing? I'm dressed up. I'm going to another event, but I'm dressed. Y'all like my suit? Am I all right? You know, the older men, like, young man, okay, you know. Well, older men, we got to help the younger men. I feel like older men always be look at the young punk right there. Look at him. Man. Don't know what life is about. Think he's sharp. He ain't sharp. Look at him breathing, don't even know what life is about. Me and you work for that air, Earl, me and you. I always feel like older men look at younger men in different situations and just, we got to come together, older men and young men. You agree? I know we ain't as bright because I feel like every time older men look at me, look at the young punk right there. And that ain't you. You look like you still young. You got your whole jogging suit on, like you went to hoop earlier. You look like you just came from the gym with a few young men. Like, I still got it, young man. See this jumper? Okay, you got a little boot. You tried to dunk on somebody the last week. You remember Dr. J? I taught him how to play. You understand me? They used to call me Magic back in the day. Before it was a magic, I was doing magic back in the day. Yes, sir, I was. You ever talk to an old man talk about his back of his career? I was dunking on everybody. They started making up lines. The rim used to be 14 feet when I came up. It was 14 feet? Yes, it was. And I was dunking on everybody. Young man, I was dunking on everybody. I'm excited to get older. I am. I want to get older because I feel like older men, the most exciting thing about what y'all have is having the house by yourself and having the remote in your hand. That's when a man is the happiest as he get older. You see an older man, his wife is gone, he just be smiling. Granny, what's up? Hey, your mama gone, your grandma gone, we having a good time, I'm watching the game. It's just me. You go ahead and have yourself a good day. I'm going to be here. I'm married now. I'm 4 years in. Yes. Yeah. In 4 years, I just decided I'm not going to leave. Just now. I had an epiphany last week, like, I guess I'm going to stay. I guess I'm going to go on stay. We've been together for 10 years. I just accepted. I'm not going to leave. I'm going to go on stay. I think I'm going to try to make this work. I invested too much. My wife got her PhD now, you know. I didn't invest it too much. I've been holding up cue cards and staying up late trying to read. I can't read that good. I was just making sure her ears and ands and does was good. I was like, your ends and ands is good. I don't know about them other words you got on there. You're going to have to ask somebody else to read those. But I checked all the ands and the its. The apostrophe on the its is there and everything is good. Mm-hmm. I'm young and I'm talking about marriage because I think like marriage is a work. We got to do a better job. The seasoned relationships. We got to do an older job of letting the young people know that, how much work it is. Woo. I used to wake up like, sir, I'm the man of the house. That's how I started off. I'm the man of the house, sir. Now I wake up just like trying not to get into it. Just. Good morning, good morning. How are you? Good to see you. Because we be getting into it. I just don't want to get into it. That's my whole day. My day is not to frustrate her. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my life now. You know, because I don't never know. Like, I think men, we know when our wives is not feeling well, but sometimes they haven't identified it yet. And I get into it with my wife, with her, like, always feeling like there's nothing wrong with me. Like, I'm like, I can feel it. She ain't said, and I can feel it. I'm like, hey, what's wrong? Do it look like something wrong with me? Is it written on my face? Did I tell you something was wrong? What would make you think something was wrong with me? I was like, well, you was a little quiet. Why? Just because I had nothing to say. Like, all right, well, okay, let me get quiet. Then I get quiet. What's wrong with you? You quiet. What's going on with you? Just quiet because you was quiet. Well, go on, talk. You got something to talk about? I don't know what to say. What else I'm going to talk about? I'm a father. Yeah. Nobody cares. Thanks. It's okay. Nobody cares about fathers. They don't care at all. You see no commercials during Father's Day. There's no sales. Not for fathers. Go to a restaurant. Nobody will tell you Happy Father's Day. You don't hear it. And stop giving your kids to the dad for Father's Day. That is not a Father's Day gift. Hey, watch your son, and now you can be with him for Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. Hey, he lives with me. I watch him all the time. I'm not about to watch him today. Happy Father's Day. I travel. My son, my baby son lives between Chicago and LA, so I travel a lot with him. When he's a baby, I feel like mothers are just so rude when it comes to fathers having baby childs by themselves. Like every mother is taking up for every other mother, and they do not know each other. Every time they would see me with my baby son, they'd be like, where's his mother? I'm like, get away from me. I don't know. We not together. We not together. You want me to give you her number? You can call her and see. I don't know. My baby son is not by my wife, my present wife, by the way. Let me just be clear. I wasn't always, I had a baby out of wedlock. Thank you, sir. And he like, that's life. Sometimes it happens like that. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you. Other saints like this sinner. Fornicator. Why y'all keep oohing? Like, what? This is a comedy show. What are we doing? Talking about some ooh, like fornicator, is that a bad word? Like what? Fornicator, ooh, like what? That's funny. But yeah, every time I have my baby son with me, mother's always like, where's his mother? Where's his mother? I start making up lies just to really make them stop asking me. I was like, oh, she died in a plane crash. They'd be like, oh my God. Because I wanted to see the shock in their face. Like, don't ask me. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to experience the shock of asking, like, oh, I wasn't, because they don't know what to say to me. It's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm like, I'm just playing. She did that. I've been praying, but I don't think that's the prayer I should pray. But I'm just playing. It's a joke. I had to go to custody court for 7 years. I'm just going through. I'm sorry. It's a joke. Don't nobody feel that way about their baby father or mother? Okay, I'm the only one. Okay, yes, don't let them. You don't want them to die, though. Calm down. I was just playing. That was a joke. Because he still needs her. That's why I don't want it to happen. If he was cool with it, then. And then you got to go. Go be with Christ. This is a really mean joke. I'm a real comic, okay? I grew up in church. Let me just give you my testimony for all the seasoned saints. So y'all know I know Jesus. Because sometimes you do the jokes, they don't know who you are. You know, the seasoned mothers in the church, they be looking at you like, look at him. I don't know if he really know Jesus for real, for real. But I grew up in church, and I'm from the south side of Chicago. I grew up in church. I kind of had the best of both worlds. I grew up in church. My grandparents took me to church every week. I'm a musician. I played the organ at my church. Okay, you don't care. No worries. That's okay. You ain't got to clap now. That's okay. I appreciate you, but don't worry about it. Very unsupportive is what you are. And I grew up in the streets, too. Right? So on the weekend, my grandparents would come pick me up Friday night. I would stay there till Sunday night. And then during the week, I would be in the hood, south side of Chicago. So I learned how to pray and fight is what I'm trying to say. So I have options is what I'm saying. So fight and pray, I do both is what I'm trying to say. I'm getting older, so I'm not fighting as much. I'm praying more today than I used to. You ever almost got in a fight in church? That's a real church. That's what I'm talking about. What's it doing when the pastor say turn to your neighbors? Because that always get me in a fight, almost. You ever turn to this neighbor and that neighbor turn to this way and this neighbor turn to this way? You ain't got no neighbor to talk to? You like, Paps, we got to get some more members. Like, it's messing with my self-esteem over here. Like, what's going on? Then you ever try to talk to a neighbor and they act like they don't want to talk to you? That makes me mad. You doing what the pastor say. Like, give me a new neighbor. I need a new neighbor because he tripping. I'm trying to be polite. He don't got Christ in him like that, and I'm losing mine. I'm saved, but I ain't all the way delivered is what I'm trying to say. He said talk, bro. They should just have a section for people that don't want to talk to the neighbor. Y'all are some antisocial people talking about, hey, man, y'all be the main one. We don't do that over here. You need to go sit over there where they do that at. That's not, we don't do that. Tell two people, don't touch me. I didn't come here for that. I'm going to get my word solo and leave by myself. Thank you very much. I came in this world by myself. I'm going to leave that way. Church can be real funny, man. It's a great place, though. I love it. I'm grateful for it, man. It gives you inspiration. It directs you in your life, man. So it's such a great place to be. I'm grateful for church, man, because I wouldn't be here, literally, for it. So I'm very grateful. Yes, thank you. Yeah, that was a clapping moment. Thank you. You've been to comedy shows and stuff, I can tell. Thank you. The other ones, I don't know. I ain't pointing no hands at nobody. I'm trying to be a great father. Because you don't got the rules. You don't know. You're trying to get it together. No matter how much your mother Because it seems like grandparents, they just lose all wherewithal of how to parent a child when they become grandparents. What is happening? Your grandparents let your kids get, your mother and dad let your kids get away with murder. I'll let the boy have it. You would never let me have it. I could never have a cupcake with an F. I have my best friend over. I'm like, she be like, Isaac, you want a cupcake? I'm like, I want a cupcake. She said, oh, cupcakes with C's, you get D's. We ain't got no D cakes, you can't have nothing. When we get dumb cakes, then you can have some cupcakes. This is the mother I was raised with. And she's just so nice to this boy. He can do no wrong in her eyes. Let the boy have it. No, I'm not. You so hard. Lady, what do you think you were? She's crazy. And what happens to the third child? Like, your parents just stop. After the first child, they put all their energy into it. Then every child after that, it just gets lax and lax. The third child just be wondering, don't know what he doing. My little brother is lost. Just walking in the world, just... I told my mom that she was so offended. I'm like, you just lost it. It seemed like you put all your energy on me. I'm going to be a real, like, militant. Then when it got to him, it's just like, go do what you want. I'm done. I done put all my energy into my oldest son. And you could tell with the pictures. The first child got all the pictures. The first child, every picture, all the pictures at every stage. 1 day, 2 day, 3 day old, 4 day old, 4.5 day. That was the middle day. I had just took a shower and washed my baby up, and I took a picture of him. By the time the third child, my little brother, my youngest brother, he don't have no baby picture. The only baby picture he got is of me with him just randomly sleep in it, laying next to me on the couch, sleep. I used to mess with him and say, you adopted because you don't have no baby pictures. So funny. I told my mom, and I think my mom likes him better than she likes everybody else. I know that's wrong, but parents have their favorites. They just can't say it. It's against the law. They do. They will never tell their kids. They'll go to their grave. But life shows you who's the favorite. I can never ask my mom. I've been on my own since I was 17 years old. Never asked my mom for anything. I paid rent when I was 13. I was making $25 at a church playing drums. She took 15 of it every Sunday. Truth. This is a real story. Moved up, made $45. She started taking $25 from me. Now, what I learned was responsibility. I've always had my own place. I thank God that it taught me responsibility. But my little brother, never have he paid any bills. He's on her phone bill and all that. And I'm not jealous. Just if I ask you for $5, Mom, don't be all on me like, hey, where my $5 at? My mom be on me like, Greg, hey, where that $5 you had said? I had loaned you that $5. Go on. And my youngest brother has a son. His son and my son is the same age. And we 7 years apart. She didn't do good with him. I told her. Our sons should not be the same age. They like best of friends. It's weird. This is just true stories I'm talking about. And I see the way she treats them because that's his son. And I was like, Mom, it's okay if that's your favorite. That's not my favorite. He's not my favorite. I was like, Mom, I'm not mad. I'm not mad, you know. And it was this one time me and my brother got into it. It was a real story. This is a true story before I get out of here. I'm just telling y'all about my life if that's okay. It's all right. So me and my brother, our sons was young, about 2, and me, my sons, and my stepfather, which is my youngest brother's dad, they've been married for 26 years. No, they've been together for 26 years. They got married when my brother turned 26. That's important to know. It's important. Real quick before I go into that story, I'm going to tell you this story. My mom always wanted my youngest brother to be the ring bearer, but she waited till he was 26 years old to marry his dad. And my youngest brother, he think he cool. You know what I mean? He the coolest one. He think he the coolest one. So my mom was like, okay, now they finally getting married. This was the most ghetto wedding I ever had witnessed. I'm living here and I go back home. And so my mom's arguing with my brother every day. Like, you gonna be the ring bearer. He's like, I'm a grown man. I'm not about to be walking down no aisle with no ring on no pillow. She's like, you gonna do it. You still living with me? Go live outside. Take that pillow and go lay on it outside. He had no choice or he wasn't gonna have no place to live. So the wedding is happening. I am having a ball. Because this is about to be ratchet, very much so. So my stepfather, my mama runs the house, by the way. She's the man of the house. That's just what it is. My stepfather's a nice guy, but he's just nice. He cooks, he's a chef, he's the homemaker, and she's the one. She's just that person. So when we going to look for his suit, she picks out his suit, right? She's like, that's what I want him to wear. Okay, Mom, that's fine. That's what you gonna wear. So me and him is standing up there waiting for my other brother, and waiting for my little brother. The ceremony starts. My little brother just walks fast up to the front with this pillow. You know, the music is playing. Because he's upset and embarrassed. He doesn't want to do this. So he's just grab the pillow. My mom, the wedding dress comes out the back. Come here. Come here. Come here. Jason, come here. Come here. She holds his hand. Come here. Come here. You're going to stand right here. You're going to hold the pillow like this and you're going to walk. The whole church is this is the wedding day. Wedding dress on. Hold this. Play the music again. Go ahead. Like, why don't you go ahead? My brother, 26 years old, with a pillow in the ring. Smile. Say, thank you. And then she goes to the back. I'm ready now. They start playing her music. She walks out like nothing happened. Dun, 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 dun. Everybody stands up. She walks out. Hey, how you doing? Hey, Sharon, good to see you. Thanks for coming. My mom do taxes. Like, make sure you bring your taxes. I got to do that amendment for you. Okay. Oh, I got to tell y'all the other story. I don't know if it's as funny as that one. I think my time is up. I got to go. You want the story? Okay. All right, I'm going to tell you the story. I've never told this story on stage, by the way, but I'm going to tell you. So me and my brother gets into it again. I done got into it with both of my brothers. There's a whole nother story I can tell you. Like when I almost lost the fight with my second brother. And God intervened, and he failed, and I just put this whole 200 pounds on him and waited for the police to come, but that's a whole nother story. This story is my youngest brother throws something. He's playing with his son and throwing something back, and he hits his son in the head, and his son starts to cry. And I'm trying to tell him how he should handle his child, and he gets offended. This is my youngest brother. Like, boy, you don't tell me that's my son. I'm like, you my little brother, and that's my nephew. You know what I mean? So I can tell you that. So we start getting upset. My brother started like kind of getting upset. And my mom is in the shower taking a shower. My stepfather is right there, and he's not saying nothing because that's how he is. He doesn't say nothing. And I told you, my mom runs the house. Hey, whatever Cat say, that's what it's going to be. Okay? My mom's name is Kathy, by the way. He called her Cat. But Jason was wrong, so he wasn't saying nothing because he know I was, I'm telling him right. So anyway, I walk up to my brother. It's like my mom knows my brother's in danger. Like she senses it. It's like something in her, like your baby child to a mother is like, there's something wrong. Like it's something. She runs. I'm walking. I get out my chair. I'm like, what? As my brother stands up, my mother comes out the back, butt naked with a little towel like this. And she jumps on my brother like, stop! Everybody like, ah! Stop, Mom! Jack like, your stuff is it. She's like, you're not about to fight. My brother like, get off of me, get off of me. The kids are sitting there traumatized, ah! It was one of the worst days of my life. As mad as I was with my brother after that, I was like, I'm so sorry. Y'all not about to be fighting. We like, okay, we won't fight. We will not fight. Just please go back where you came from. Okay, listen. This is a true story, I promise. Listen, I don't know if you have Amazon Prime, but I've been blessed to have my first hour special on Amazon Prime. It's called Chicago I'm Home. It's clean, it's family friendly. It's also on BET Plus if you are online. Because y'all look like y'all don't even know what that is. My man's like, nope, don't know what it is. If you, I don't even know what to say. If you Google it, it'll come up. Okay. It's called Chicago I'm Home. You just put my name, Barry Brewer. I've been also blessed to have a show with Tyler Perry. It's a show that's coming out on BET Plus, which is like a Netflix for BET that they have. So they got like all the Madea, like all the Tyler Perry stuff on there, and like Martin, which is like my favorite, and stuff like that. My show is called Bruh. And it's the journey of 4 young black men trying to live their best lives. And it's a very funny story and just journeying these people, man. And I'm the star in it, so that's a blessing. And, I know a lot of people saying a lot of stuff about Tyler Perry. But I want to say this. And this is not funny or comedy, but being able to work with Tyler Perry, you might not, and I wasn't always a big fan of his content like that. But his story is amazing, and every day I worked there, man, I saw all these black people working. Tyler Perry's paid me the biggest check I've ever had in my life. And he's done that for a lot of people. And when you go and see the studio, living here for a while, LA, being able to go to Sony and Warner Brothers and all these amazing studios out here, that to see this black man and what he's been blessed to be able to have, from going from sleeping in his car to 300 plus acres of land with these studios that he's named for black people that sometimes never got recognized in Hollywood. Instead of trying to, be invited in by white Hollywood or the people that's in power, he went out there and built something for us and to give other people like me inspiration to be able to go do that. So what you may think is, I don't like this, that, and the third, but what you need to understand is maybe the first time somebody do something, they could do a lot of things better and different. But even as parents, we say, hey, I hope my child or the people that come after me become better and do it better. So I hope that we see the inspiration in what he's been able to do. And then like people like me who wants to have that to say, okay, I'm going to take what he did and I'm going to do it even better. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to use that as inspiration and none of us have nothing. You know what I'm saying? So and you could critique his black stuff, but let's keep it between us. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep family business. You know what I mean? I might not like something, but if it's black, I'm going to try to support you because we don't own nothing. So if it's somebody that owns something, I want you to win. So even if you ain't doing it the best you can do it, okay, let you win. So hopefully they'll start buying more black people stuff. And now Barry Brewer get his own studio, and now he can do something too. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. So that's my take on that, man. And I pray that we just keep supporting people like that because he is employing a lot of us, man. It's a lot of people around there that wouldn't be doing what they're doing. He's a lot. I got you, brother. I'm sorry. It's like the pastor, sit down. I said, it won't be before you long. It's Wednesday, sir. I'm going to let y'all go. I won't be before you. I'm going to let you go. But anyway, that's all I wanted to say, man. So my name is Barry Brewer. If you look me up or if you're on social media, please follow me, Barry Brewer Jr. Thank you so much, Faithful Central. I love y'all. Thank you so much. God bless.
Hey, thank you so much for watching our wonderful show. We'll be right back here next week, same church time, same church channel. So tell a friend to tune in. Hey, tell an enemy. We don't care. We need everybody watching and enjoying the gift of God's laughter. Amen. Amen.